This is the artificial intelligence voice of Shaanpuri narrating this pod-sized summary of the My First Million podcast. During their discussion, Shaanpuri and Steph Smith speak about the concept of gold mines are research tools used to uncover fresh and intriguing information. Steph emphasizes how these tools help to sift through the wealth of data on the internet and yield what people are interested in or provide an overview of opportunities. One of the mentioned tools is a newsletter called Patent Drop that tracks new patents filed by major tech companies and other brands like Nike. Steph explains the strategic significance of these filings as they reveal the upcoming trends, which large businesses are placing their bets on, providing a counterpoint to the new patents. Another resource discussed is a patents expiring today, a site that lists patents due for expiry, which, as per Steph, is an equally important and creative resource for generating new business ideas. An example mentioned by Sean is iBreacho, an online telehealth portal specializing in erectile dysfunction treatment. They leveraged the expiration of Viagra's patent and created a lucrative generic version. The brand has gained significant momentum and is estimated to make over $100 million in annual sales. Another interesting topic discussed was the value of items entering the public domain, like characters from children's literature. The group recalled how Ryan Reynolds used the newly public Scrooge in a commercial once its copyright expired, demonstrating another way to leverage free resources for business gain. The conversation then shifts to a bizarre trend: miniatures. From miniature food to small versions of prominent brands, they note the peculiar appeal of these tiny objects for certain demographics. The discussions reveal an intriguing example of where consumer preference drives success without apparent practical benefit. They wrap up this chunk of the podcast by talking about the Sports and Fitness Industry Association's FIRE research, which keeps track of rapidly growing sports in America. Notably, Puri disclosed that out of all the fastest growing sports, pickleball is the front runner. Continuing the discussion, the participants of the My First Million podcast, Shaanpuri and Steph Smith, delve into an array of diverse topics. First, they talk about a humorous concept, the Suburban Triathlon. The idea behind it is creating a fit-for-fun event that's easily doable by middle-aged men, involving activities like walking half a mile for 2 beers at a bar before heading to play a few rounds of golf. They note that such an average event has the potential to gain popularity because of its ironic, non-athletic, and fun-filled foundation. Interestingly, Shaanpuri speculates that pickleball might even prove to be the correct third element to complete this triathlon activity. Adding further to their collection of innovative gold mines, they mention a website called Technovel. This site has cataloged thousands of sci-fi novels and garnered notable attention for highlighting the futurist elements in these stories. The guests share fascinating trivia on the first instances of several inventions now common, like the credit card and the live news feed, which found form initially in sci-fi tales long before becoming reality. They suggest that many present-day sci-fi ideas may transform into reality just as these did. One standout concept they talk about is the company Vaxart, which aims to manufacture drugs in space, capitalizing on the lesser gravitational conditions that allow creating certain distinct chemical formations that can influence drug development. While this may sound like a far-off notion lifted straight from a sci-fi flick, their discussion points out that it is happening and is getting substantial funding too. As Puri says, this is beyond most people's IQ, but it's happening nevertheless. Further in the discussion comes another goldmine, Our World in Data, a website that aggregates a plethora of global data, hosting thousands of graphs on varied subjects like global savings behavior and population distribution. The website offers valuable insights that could inform business strategies. The example they give is the rapidly increasing elderly population, which could imply a considerable surge in demand for elderly care services in the upcoming years. Puri points out this trend as having an immense tailwind for anyone venturing to elder care-related businesses. They offer a caveat that advancing technology might disrupt this, but the trend, as it stands, is visibly promising. The wide scope and projected graphs by Our World Data could serve as significant pointers for enterprises to plan their future moves. The participants, Shaanpuri and Steph Smith, discuss the impact and future implications of several immense and interesting global issues in this section of the My First Million podcast. Starting with population trends, they amusingly recount a speech from Kim Jong-un, pleading with his people to procreate as their population dwindles. This discussion merges into a broader conversation on population level shifts and the societal changes needed to alter these trends. The conversation then diverts to lithium production, the core ingredient for most batteries, which is notably monopolized by very few countries, primarily China and a few South American nations. The concern over this lopsided production might trigger innovation in this field in the future. A grave issue that surfaces in this section is air pollution, potentially an overlook, referring to several stats and facts, among which is the startling detail that half of the world's population is exposed to air pollution about 5 times the safe limit, according to the World Bank. They assert that it is a major contributing factor in mortality rates globally. Steph calls attention to a product that aims to counter this problem. The Dyson Air Purifier headphones, a commendable though extravagantly priced personal gadget designed to purify the air its users breathe. Steph suggests that as awareness about air pollution grows, products like air quality monitors and air purifiers may see a significant rise in demand. An intriguing story unfolds where Sean speaks about his friend who is an investor with a unique strategy. Unlike typical investors who spread their investments wide, his friend focused on finding the one or two industry altering aspects each year to invest in. His friend's remarkable success in betting right indicates the potential benefits of such a unique strategy. The discussion here offers viewers a chance to think about the substantial undercurrents shaping global events, the possibilities for novel and practical solutions to crucial problems, and even some insight into unconventional but rewarding investment strategies. In their analytical exploration of global events and societal trends, Shaanpuri and Steph Smith delve deep into the concept of megatrends and share their fascinating insights. Puri recounts a conversation with Mark Zuckerberg where he mentioned video as a megatrend, prompting his team to pivot their app into live video streaming. He emphasizes the power of understanding and riding such mega waves, even if the ride may not be perfect. Smith pinpoints a pervasive issue, air pollution, and notes how devising a product or a marketing strategy that accentuates this problem and provides a solution could revolutionize the sector. The air purifier headphones by Dyson, highlighting how it's a potential game changer in air pollution awareness. Smith introduces Rob Dyrdek's investment in a water filtering showerhead company, suggesting the potential growth and competition in this unexplored market, tapping into the health-conscious consumer segment. She compares this forthcoming trend to the box mattress revolution. They discussed an online platform for emerging tech devices called Gadget Flow, offering an array of creative product ideas, focusing on accessories for popular devices. For instance, Smith highlights pet accessories like Fluent Pet, a communication system that helps dogs express their needs via a button, signaling the ripe opportunities in the pet tech market. Finally, Puri and Smith touch on health freaks, consumers who go the extra mile to ensure the utmost well-being of their health. Representing a niche market with great potential, they emphasize the importance of observing these diverse trends and the potential for creating innovation-driven products and overlooked data pocket. Smith reveals a desire to break the mold and carve her niche as an internet artist, drawing on her expertise to create content and platforms that satisfy unmet needs on the internet. Being an analyst at a venture capital firm, she intends to bootstrap this endeavor, reinforcing the nonconformity inherent in her innovative approach. Smith's tweet asking who's got the best company swag in the world gets noticed by Puri, who playfully chides her for falling for the allure of free merchandise, humorously categorizing it as one of life's most addictive things alongside a steady salary and heroin. The trio discusses Smith's journey with her content book, Doing Content Right, which fetched her a significant income in its first year. Puri is Shan Muse on the norms of encouraging an employee's side hustle, maintaining transparency, and assessing whether their job performance is getting impacted. The conversation veers towards Smith's newest project, a database platform of internet pipes, which she describes as an aggregate of high-quality online resources. She invited feedback on the pricing strategy, unsure about what to charge for such a unique resource. Sean advises her to consider the financial implications, recognizing that the target audience might not be extensive enough to make this a lucrative venture. He suggests looking beyond direct monetization and see it as an opportunity to engage with like-minded individuals, leading to potential collaborations, investments, or opportunities. Puri and Sean also scrutinize the intersection of professional ambition and satisfaction, a point prompted by Sean's decision to stop teaching a course that earned him over $1 million annually, but because he believed the money didn't significantly transform his life or push him towards his next major goal. And Sean adds that while Smith's project may not make her rich, a steady income could give her the freedom to explore other ventures. In their discussion, Sean shares his strategy of leaving enough room in his projects to allow for new opportunities that will elevate him and increase his earnings. Analyzing and reflecting on professional growth, he shares how he stopped teaching a course that earned him over $1 million annually, as he felt that it didn't help him reach his goals. He points out that earning a steady income could give Smith the freedom to explore other ventures and move towards her internet artist ambition. The topic then shifted to pricing strategies for unique services. Referencing her internet pipes project, Smith expresses uncertainty about setting a price to charge despite its unique nature. Sean advises her to be mindful of the financial implications, noting that the project's potential audience may not be large enough to warrant a high price. He suggests instead to focus on the platform as a hub for engagement and attracting like-minded individuals, which could result in potential collaborations or investments. They further discuss the trend of offering such services for free or at a nominal cost to build an audience and establish goodwill, which can be profitable in the longer run. In fact, they reference Tim Ferriss's approach of offering his services for free or at a premium, stating that there's always a market for luxury. They also mention Alex Hormozzi's model, who offered premium content for free with the long-term goal to charge a profitable amount when he felt he had delivered enough value. Smith takes these insights into account but remains doubtful if she could demand such high rates. Yeah. Encourages her, pointing out that she is already earning more and that she needs to elevate her financial expectations. This leads to a revelation about Smith's self-doubt and perceived imposter syndrome, something both Sean and Puri admit experiencing as well. They turn the situation around, stating that feeling this way actually means they are good at hiring and should not hold them back from progressing in their careers. Towards the end, Smith promotes her upcoming offering, internetpipes.com, maintaining suspense about its pricing, which will be announced once live. This open-ended conclusion suggests an exciting path ahead for Smith as she continues to make strides in her career as an internet artist.